Have you ever noticed that many of the big apps out there have added the ability to easily copy and paste things? Check out what Google has done recently with the physical and the website addresses on their Google Maps app. And we can see here that it's super easy to copy things. Stick around this video, you're going to learn how to do the same thing in your Bubble app. What you're going to see built in this video is right here at this top text, when it is hovered, we can see that this copy and paste icon shows up. And when it's clicked, it changes color to give a little bit of visual feedback in the UI so that folks know that it was indeed copied. So to build that, what we're going to do, I'm actually going to delete this and tear it down so that you can see it all done from scratch. The first part of this is going to be the UI. The second part is going to be adding the workflows, which we're going to use a plugin for. So let me just go ahead and grab an icon. So in my world, I'm using these material icons, and which is a plugin, and you can just search for something copy like this, and it has a default color, so I'll just leave it at that. And then what I want to pay attention to here is a couple conditions. So if we look at what Google has going on over here, we can see this whole thing lights up. So this is awesome. You know, it looks like a bubble group, right? That has something inside of it. So what we can do is take a look at what our group is, that for this long rectangle of text, and it's G item 1. So I'm just going to grab that and then clear out this expression and say when G1 is hovered, what I want to do, I suppose, let me go ahead and just turn this one off so it's not showing when it's when the page is loaded, and then when this big one is hovered, the big group that it's inside of, we see that it will be visible. Cool. So then the next thing I want to do is when I hover on top of it, so we can see that there's two UI updates we want to make. One is when it's hovered by the mouse, and then when it's clicked by the mouse. It's just really nice to give those things, really nice to do those type of things for your users so they have that visual feedback. It's what gives apps this nice polish and helps separate your app from the other ones out there that look more unprofessional. So I would definitely recommend taking this step. So when this is hovered, what I'm going to do, that one was like A3 or something. So let me just find where that is. The A's are down here. So I want to make it a little bit darker. I'll go with maybe like this. And then I also want to add another condition that when this is clicked, that the icon color will go maybe like here. Okay, so next up, that takes care of the UI. Let's go and look for the plugin that we're going to use. So go ahead and just search, click add plugins, and then search for this Air Copy to Clipboard plugin. And we're going to use that when this icon is clicked. So let's go ahead and add a workflow to this. And it's a Control K for anyone that is wondering how to do this a little bit faster. Or Command K rather. I said Control K, I meant Command K. I learned on Windows, but I've had a Mac for years. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to look for this copy to clipboard from either static text or an element. So in this case, I'm going to go and match this with this text here. So say I want this text here. And you'll want to check that over in your settings under general, that you have the option to expose ID attribute. There's an option in there under settings general, and you'll see this. Just make sure that if you don't see this, make sure that that is checked. So I'm just going to say that this is the text to copy here. And then in my workflow, I'll add that here. And then that's it. So I actually don't want any delay. We'll just have that run. And so now let me just do a test on this and we'll see this working. So I'm going to go and hit paste here. Okay, so we can see that was the ID element that I had. But then if I go and I click this and hit paste, boom, we have this piece of text copied there, just like it's done over in Google Maps. If you found this video helpful, give it a like or subscribe to the channel for more Bubble tips, and thanks for watching.